Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your man of the hour, the man with the power, the living legend of video game vloggery. Hello, my name is Lee Hazell, I am Fight Like a Cow, and this is Resident Evil 7, the 7th Resident Evil. Oh god, what am I getting myself into? Not only is this a survival horror, but it's in a franchise I have no particular love for, not even the games that people think are the absolute greatest games of all time, but those are discussions for another day. This time around, for the demonstration, which is what I believe I'm going to call this feature, we are looking at the first hour teaser demo that Capcom gave to us, very much in the sort of similar vein as Konami gave to us with PT, the playable teaser of Silent Hills, the game that is now infamously never going to come out in any shape, form or capacity. And so yeah, this is Resident Evil 7, and I've decided to do something a little different for this series. Well, I say different, I've only done it once. I am going to go in raw. I am going to test out this game as you are testing it out with me. Usually I like to do a little bit of research beforehand. I like to figure out the controls before I start playing, so you guys don't have to watch me fumble about with the controls for a while. But this time I'm going to do it straight up, and the reason I'm going to do that is because we're going to see whether or not I am the kind of douchebag who screams unintelligible crap and just bursts your eardrums like a lot of YouTubers of my variety. Now the reason I've decided to do that is twofold. One, I could make a lot of money if I am. Let's face it, there are guys out there who have made fortunes doing that crap. And B, apparently when I have gone to see scary productions of theatre shows, or perhaps I've gone to see a scary movie, I don't exactly conduct myself with the greatest level of decorum. Once I think I was at a showing of Mark Gatiss's Ghost Stories, and I think I had an entire crowd of people laughing at me. Anyway, let's get into this and let's see what Resident Evil 7's first hour has in store for us. That's a nice objective to start out with. That's intimidating. Nothing written on the back. Oh god, that does not make for the greatest ever. Oh, okay. So we can move with the right stick. This is very much first person, as you've probably already heard. And every single time we move, the light that we've got shining in front of us, I don't know the source of that light. I'm guessing it's a torch in his hand if it's going to be dragging behind us like that. Okay, so we've got a few things we can go to. Staticky TV is always good to go to in a Japanese horror property. A little box there, might have stuff in it. Ooh. Who are these characters? They look familiar. Does that box open? Did these boxes open? Nope. Make our way slowly around here because I have absolutely no incentive to go anywhere quickly unless I'm being chased. What the hell is that? Oh, that's a fan. For a second there I thought it was going to be like a saw-like trap. You pull the cord to make the thing go and suddenly you're in a death maze. Piano. Always a good feature of a Resident Evil game. Yep, there we go. Can play it, solve puzzles. Apparently not in this one. They've got other things in mind for you in this game. Another little classic of Resident Evil is the electric fuse box puzzle. Pretty much standard for all Japanese survival horrors. don't want a videotape. I want to put that. I want to see how the sports balls team are getting on. I want to know what the Denmark doofuses are doing against the American Yankee Doodles. I've heard it's going to be quite the boxing match. Right. Oh god, I've got to get out of this house, haven't I? I really don't like games like this. I don't do well with them. And I'm currently alone. In my house. Oh god. Why am I exploring? Why am I not just trying to run the hell out of here? And why is that mirror black and I can't see my own reflection? Oh god, right. Oh Jesus, my own shadow just scared the shit out of me. Okay, so it is the house proper? Oh, you don't want to go upstairs. That's how all the people in the horror films die. Okay, well, certainly this gives the movement of the camera really gives a great sense of movement, especially like shaky, trepidatious movement. I very much feel like my character is very timid and very intimidated by his surroundings. Oh god. What is that? Is that a bird? Is that a raven? Or does it just look like a raven now? Its feathers have been barbecued. Yeah, let's close that. I don't really want that open. Okay, so right now there's very limited interactivity in the environment, and whatever we can open. What was that? Okay, so like I was saying, there's very limited activity in the environment, interactivity in the environment, and anything we can interact with we just press X to. Prompted. And unless it says X, I don't think we can use it. Ugh. This is... Oh, this is just unpleasant. I wasn't so bad with PT because I was in a room full of people when I was... I was in a room full of people when I was playing that one. And everyone was doing their best to try and take the piss out of the game as much as they were trying to play it. Ah, here we go. Oh, what? No, I don't want to. Okay, so discard, examine, use. Definitely want to use. Okay. Okay. So it appeared there to look like we could assign a button, assign a directional button to bring up an item, but it's not quite letting me do that. And I don't know why. Move. Oh, okay, there. So we've put the bolt cutters in the slot that says the right directional button. So I get the feeling if we press the right directional button now, or the left directional button, sorry. Okay, that's not working quite like I was hoping it would. Let's just get out of here. Just slam the door down. You're a grown-ass man. Just slam your shoulder into it. Find something in the environment and wreck it to pieces. Use the bolt cutters. That's glass, for God's sake. Right. Maybe the use of these is contextual. Maybe they're not a weapon, maybe they'll only be useful the second... Oh god, it's trying to make me backtrack. Maybe the bolt cutters will only be useful the second I actually get the opportunity to use them with something, but every single time a Resident Evil game wants you to backtrack, it's because they want you to think the environment is safe to walk through, and then it isn't. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Really not looking forward to opening this. Alfred Hitchcock once said, "It isn't the bang that scares people, it's the anticipation of the bang." And the bang is just every single thing. Was that flickering the last time I came back here? Did I search in here? I think I might have done. What is... Oh, what? Oh, Christ, I've gotten into Bray Wyatt's house. Ugh. Should have found Randy Orton in the refrigerator. Anyway. Right, here we go. First piece of the puzzle solved. Did we The doors just close automatically in this house. It's rather technologically advanced for a place that looks like it was built during the Civil War. Oh, great. Haunted house footage. First scare, made by a douchebag.
Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy, I'm not feeling it. Again? Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change. New plan. We walk through the inside first, then we shoot the intro. Just like
oh, I have camera control.
Try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem.
I'm actually in charge of how this camera moves.
Another worthless fucking shit. Happy?
So I'm the cameraman.
Static.
Doesn't quite feel right to have camera control when this is supposed to be a VHS tape, but I suppose we're supposed to be playing the role of the cameraman. We would have shot the footage how we would shoot the footage.
Get out of the way.
At the moment, this kind of seems like a bit of a walking simulator, more than a horror. I mean, okay, it's certainly got an atmosphere of dread in it. This environment we're wandering through is horrifying.
What's the press?
and nothing's actually happened yet.
Ooh, is it haunted?
So they've got the dread down. They know how to make a fairground funhouse, I'll tell them that.
What's up, Pete? Not Anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
I don't know what these two are going on about.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
Oh, so this is a murder house.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
So what are we? Are we a TV crew? Are we gathering evidence? Maybe I should have been paying more attention.
So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
So, oh god.
Ah, shit! I knew I should have worn my good shoes.
Doesn't look pleasant, but I can't really make out what it is.
Glad I had
Sort
my
of glad
shots.
about that.
Although, this would make a great backdrop.
Okay, so I think we're a documentary filmmaker if he's so concerned about the aesthetics.
Andre! Andre!
So it's a good little bit of character work they just did there, describing whatever the family's called. Not as backward, not as hillbillies,
This is the last time I work with that guy.
but it's just normal people
But a good cameraman like you
whose son might have brought some bad people home one day. One of the cornerstones of horror is corruption of good people being turned bad. There's something about that
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that?
that really gets under people's skin. More than the threat of death does. It's one of those real psychological things.
Andre?
Like the uncanny.
What the fuck is he?
Oh dear. The first casualty.
Andre, where are you, man? What the hell? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh no, don't go in there.
Alright, new deal.
Ugh.
We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
If you ever go in to a genuine haunted house and find an actual hidden passage, don't go into it. I mean, I know horror films are fun and all, but the things that happen to those people in them are actually pretty bloody
You first.
horrific.
Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder.
Oh no.
You first.
Yeah, pal, you just stay up there while you let us get eaten by the zombies. Or the infected, the plague, whatever it is, Resident Evil 7 calling its lot.
What is it?
Just more bleakness. Oh, fuck. Oh god, it's the Blair Witch Project. It's the guy standing in the corner. Oh god, what happens to us? Oh, that didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. I don't know how you do something like that to a man without making enough noise to wake up a whole house, but then again, was that there before? Oh. Oh, so he's decided he's not going to dash them against the stones. No, he's just going to dash me. Right. With blood, very sanitary. Okay. Okay. I get the feeling it's time for the horror show to start. Oh god, why didn't I? Why didn't I look this up before I was doing it? Why didn't I know what was coming around the next corner? Because I just... Oh, medical equipment, scalpels. Because I really don't like this feeling of the unknown. It's probably more entertaining for you lot, but for me this is harrowing. Ugh. Just want to jam the bolt cutters into that thing so I don't have to face the rest of this mess. Oh god. Right. See if this is open. Nope. I've got to say I missed the old Resident Evil transitional shot. Nothing in there still. Transitional shot of when you walk into a kitchen or something, and the door opens up in front of you. Am I just going round and round in circles now? Is there anything left for me to do around here? Because I just wanna get out this way. Just smash the goddamn door. Oh, we're gonna go upstairs. Blinking light. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mannequin. Why do people in horror films need so many mannequins? Don't they have dead bodies? Like, if you're gonna practice on a mannequin, like, the human body doesn't work that way. What did that do? That do anything? Well, we all know something. We all know one thing from the very certainty. Even if there's nothing else in the rest of this game, it's gonna end on a massive jump scare, and I'm going to hate it. Were you there before? The fuck? No, you weren't there before. The hell, are you guys gonna come alive? Well, fuck a duck. Okay, I've hit it once. Where are the stairs? There's just enough head bobble on this walking movement to be just enough realistic. To give a realistic motion of walking without it giving me those kinds of tremors I used to get in Doom, like the motion sickness headaches in the early 90s first person shooters that just used to drive me insane, almost made those kinds of games unplayable. Oh, of course. I completely forgot about that. So, our plan now is to walk into the place the other guy got dragged, had his eyes pulled from his skull, and was horribly mutilated. We're just gonna walk head first into that. Well, backdoor key, yep. Yep, taking that. Well, I suppose that's one reason why that door didn't close slam shut like it has done every other time. Oh, God. Okay, now if I'm correct, this demo was at E3 with the title of The Kitchen. I might not be, that might be something else entirely. So I really don't relish the idea of running into the kitchen while I've got the key to escape in my hand. Because they ain't letting me run out of here. Oh hell, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just run. Will you run, man? Just run. Just go. Don't care about the rest of it. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Just get off.
Welcome to the family, son.
Oh, and there it is. Please tell me that's it. Please tell me that's over.
We gotta get the hell out of here.
Please tell me this is just re-looping the intro cutscene over again. Nope. Apparently not. Didn't see that the first time around. Okay. Okay. Is that it? Are we done? Is this over? Can I stop this recording? Can I go home now? Right, well that wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. Apparently this game does get a lot more horrific, especially when the family members start chasing you around the house. Because apparently there's this whole system where... God, I'm out of breath. There's this whole system where the family members chase you around the house, but where they find you and how they look for you is different each and every single time, even for the same family member. If you die where they caught you the first time, they won't catch you there the second time, but they'll probably catch you somewhere else. Yeah, a great sense of dread. Not got everything I was hoping to experience in this campaign, especially from what I've heard from other preview material about how this game really gets into your head, about how the family are very sort of like a Tobe Hooper style Texas Chainsaw Massacre family, where they basically like there's by now the famous scene of the family sitting around you eating their dinner, very much like I can't remember, but Leatherface's Nearest and Dearest in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, how they sit around the table eating the guy while he watches on in horror. Yeah, but I suppose what this demo was really trying to bring home was that Resident Evil has gone not necessarily back to its roots, because this is like Resident Evil 4 was. This is another reboot of the franchise. There's different gameplay, there's different themes, there's a different type of horror. You know, first there was the zombies, then there was the guys, the sort of like the religious zealots in the Spanish countryside, and now we have this, like I said before, this Texas Chainsaw Massacre style cannibal family people who capture people, bring them into their abode, do absolutely terrible things to them. Yeah, so the dread is certainly there. The environment is fantastic. The way that your character has to interact with the world around him, the way that he just puts his hand on the door and then pushes the door open, the way that he moves, as I said before, very trepidatiously. The guy really doesn't want to see what's round the corner, and frankly, I think anyone who plays this game will empathize with him on that count. So yeah, this is all about atmosphere. This is all about bringing the Resident Evil series back to horror. 6 was action. Not a lot of people liked 6. Did quite well financially though. That's the one thing you've got to remember, is that method, as much as it was derided at the time, actually brought in a lot of fans. Got a lot of people buying into the product by essentially codifying it, turning it into a Michael Bay style action blockbuster. And it was terrible. It was confused, it was terrible. It was a nonsense game that had a few bright spots in it, but nothing that really saved the whole package. This seems to be going back to horror, giving us a unique experience where 6 was such a generic experience of zombies, of modern military, realistic action, the kind with machine guns and AK-47s and rocket launchers and helicopters. And this is just getting back to that tangible, to that slow creeping fear that made Resident Evil's name in the first place, which is a good thing, because we've quite frankly got enough of the modern military shooters, we've got enough of the big action games, and we don't have an awful lot of horror, at least not in the AAA space. Loads of it going on in the indie stuff, but in the big budget, high polished AAA space right now, we need a bigger variety of games, and I really hope Resident Evil is successful in allowing publishers to believe that they can take more risks. And I think if you listen to my countdowns, you can see I'm still quite feeling the effects of going through that game. I am a little bit nervous still. I am a little bit shaky. I kind of just want to turn this recording off and have a cup of tea. So I think, guys, I'll do that. Thank you all. I have been Fight Like a Cow. This has been the demonstration. I'll see you all next time.